Our next speaker has over 40 years of experience in retail banking, credit card, wealth management, private banking, digital transformation. Please welcome Huawei Chief Digital Transformation Officer, Global Financial Services Business Unit, Mr. Chen.
Where you been, darling? Chasing after God in a wayward cards. Time to get started. Life ain't making sense again. Close your eyes and count to 10. I can see a little smile when you think of where you've been. If life ain't making sense again, thunder and lightning, chasing fireflies in your parents' car, just trees and power lines when we were holding hands in the flashing dark. Let's go back there and lie down.
Hi, this is Chen. Welcome to my session. My session is talking about the Agile Banking by cloud. I think cloud is so popular. It's the mainstream technology, right? So how can we leverage the cloud to migrate or transform our banking to be agile? So this is my topic within this session. First of all, I think I will introduce myself as I'm the Chief Digital Transformation Officer, Huawei Global FSI. And, my personal experience, actually, I have, more than 40 years working experience, mainly in banking, retail banking, credit card, wealth management, private banking, and also technology. Right? Before, I work for the bank. Actually, I'm working for the technology industry more than, 17 years. So I think I'm across different industry in my, work experience, right? Okay, in this chart, what I want to mention is banking industry is transforming to agile. Why agile? As we can know that in COVID-19 accelerate the digital transformation. So the whole world's economy is transformed to digital economy. So this is, we can see that what happening today, the shortage of, chips. That means, the PC, it grows so much, PC business, right? It's come back, right? Because working from home, right? So, you need to PC, you need to have paid, And also another thing is the data center, cloud computing, moving. So the growth of data centers, investment, especially on the capital investment, it grows more than, probably 50%, So on the other hand, we can see that the customer behavior and business model is changing during this, digital economy, especially under the COVID, spreading. So we have to very quickly adapt to the situation changing. As you know, from last year to this year, we can see that so many, many different places, the pandemics still come back. Especially recently, we can find certain area, right? And it's expanding. So even we apply the vaccine, but still takes time. So we can find that agile it's become a basic principle. It's very important to all of the business have to address, react to the market, react to the pandemic, react to the customer behavior changing, react to the, economy transformation. So I think, in here, I'm talking about the cloud computing. Cloud is so important because cloud make all the connection together, all the mobile, right? All the PC, all the work from home, all the online course, online training, video conference, room meeting, they totally rely on the cloud computing. Of course, cloud computing is on the top of the internet. That means networking, internet, cloud computing, and data processing, and all different kind of applications sitting on the top of the cloud, right? So in this chart, what I want to say is Agile. Usually we're talking about Agile, we're talking about the technology Agile. But, just like we are a bank, right? We run business. We need to know what is Agile. That means we intend to be a organizational Agile, right? So this is, I just separate this into three steps. So start from technology Agile, IT, right? It's more, simple and easier because it's only about the technology issue. So once you are, evolving or transform into business Agile, that means you have to co-work with, business and technology people, right? So to make the business so agile, for example, one product, one channel, one business unit, that sort of things. And, and then if we transform to organizational Agile, that means the whole organization, become agile, right? So quickly react to the market, just like we react to pandemic, from front office, sale, branch, operation to the back office, right? So I think the whole society is moving very quickly, into that direction. So today, what I want to talking is how can we leverage the cloud computing to let a bank, our operation, our business can start from the technology to business agile and then to organizational agile, okay? So basically my experience is in my previous bank, okay? My last job is Chief Information Officer. And so, my objective actually is reaching the organizational agile, okay? So first of all, I want to talk the technology agile. Basically, is based on the cloud computing. What is cloud? I think it's already become a mainstream technology, right? In the cloud computing, CI/CD, DevOps, it's become so common, right? It's there, like a commodity in the cloud computing situation, and big data, right? Elastic, efficient, infinite storage, high concurrent supporting because, cloud, you connect to all the customer together, all the business, all the corporate. They all fully connected and they create several different kind of business model, right? We can find that the share economy, and the platform economy, different kind of business model on the cloud computing. It's all over the internet. We can see in the past years, but in the bank, still not approaching those kind of things, right? So open source is also very important. Cloud is, evolved by the open source. So all the application, it's open API. Community is so popular in, due to the cloud. So this make the technology, our technology become agile. Usually we're talking about the technology agile is very quickly develop our application, right? But application development actually have certain value chain. You need to have very clear user requirement, right? You define your requirement, define your specification, very quick, write your application, and then online, and then reach to the user. And then you get a feedback and come back to, refine your system and increase new features. That's agile development, right? So it's microservices basis. right? This is quite different from conventional application development, for example, in the banking, bookkeeping system, right? You want to make it reliable and stable. But on the cloud computing, on the mobile, engage, interactive in the data process, you better to utilize the new technology, CI/CD, microservices, right? API services, big data, right? So with big data, once your system get into the agile, right? So you will a whole bunch of data, especially, you redesign the customer journey by using, your financial services. Then you can find that you have many data. So using those data, you can come back to improve your marketing, your risk, to improve your customer experience. So what I'm going to say is time to market, better risk management, better marketing activity, better customer experience, right? And in the corporate side, how you connect to your corporate, right? It's all on the internet. That means cloud. Cloud bring up a new standard, right? Native, cloud native, Kubernetes, Docker, containers, that kind of things, make all the connection become so, simple and easy to connect all the business unit together. That's why create the shared economy, create the platform economy. That's why create the new business model, based on the social media, right? So I think in this chart, for a bank, my experience, actually I'm working for a bank, right? How can let our bank become agile from technology, not just technology, and then bring up to the business, right? And then bring up to whole organization. So you have to better using the technology, using the new architecture, right? New technology, cloud computing, good architecture, then you can empower to the business user, business department, business operation. Conventional, we always think about that technology and business is separate, right? So, business requirement, customer requirement to the, IT technology function. Technology people then write the code, implement and go online, serve to customer. That's the conventional, SDLC, right? Software engineering. But today, I think, how can be agile? If you can let the business people write their code to serve the customer, they can write their code to do the campaign, right? They can read their data, right? The data from the customer activities, the data, help you to help the salespeople to identify the prospect, help the bank to managing their sales team, right? Then that's going to be very agile, right? Within the business, from the business and then to organization, right? So, usually I would say it's the right from like a super app, right? Your application, you can leverage the super app. So in the regional or in the branch, they can have people can using HTML5 and write the mini program using API, can develop their own application, marketing campaign. They can develop their many activities to serve the customer. On the other hand, if the big data can share open to all the business line or even front line, middle office, so they can develop their own application, right? So whole organization, they can, using technology, empower them to serve the customer, to react to the market, right? And, recent technology is 5G coming, so live stream is popular, especially during pandemic. I think the e-commerce getting into the live stream. So I think live stream banking is also a different kind of banking operation compared with before leverage branch office, right? So I think live stream definitely you need to using cloud. So live stream doesn't mean, I think the mobile world live stream it doesn't mean that, whole bank just have one live stream, right? All I can see is that the live stream banking can, down to every branch level, right? Every branch can run their own live stream, bi-weekly, bi-monthly, they have different kind of topic. They can invite their customer come to the live stream banking, right? Can replace conventional branch activities, right? Especially when you run wealth management, you will see that every branch activity, you probably can only invite 20, 30 customers, right? In live stream banking, you can bring the live stream to the different contexts. For example, a restaurant, gym, yoga, and then talking about the wealth management, insurance, and you have many gameful activities. Every time you probably can have more than thousands and even 10,000 customers join. As I know, the biggest live stream I can see is close to 1 million, several million, no, not just several millions of customers, they attend one live stream. If you invite some celebrity to come and help you bank to run this. So during this live stream banking, you also can let the customer, show their intention, right? They are interested in what kind of, this product or any offering, and so you can collect all the information, and also you can make the deal right on the time. That's the live stream banking. It's real time, right? And behind this, of course, there are so many data. So how can empower the business people, can leverage the center of excellence of AI algorithms, data scientists, leverage those people to create many different kind of algorithm to help them to run the business. So I think this chart, what I want to say is, to be agile, that means you need to be empowered to frontline, empowered to whole organization, right? So we can see that the technology is become democratic, right? So I think more people, more young people, they knows the technology, right? They knows how to code a program, right? Python, HTML5, they know the big data, they know the machine learning, right? So how can we leverage those new talent and new technology to help us to run the business, okay? So in this chart, what I'm going to say is organizational transformation is the last stage you have to do to make you agile during the cloud age, cloud era, right? When cloud computing bring the technology, changing the world, transform the world into the digital economy, then we have this opportunity to transform ourselves. So there are two things I want to point out that probably my personal opinion is very important. First one is you need to make your department or organization boundary more broad. Why? Because they all connect together. Conventional, we think, retail for individual, corporate for corporate banking, FI for financial institution, right? So we separate the customer very clear, and we organize our organization to serve those different kind of customers, right? But today, they all connect together. All the data is mixed together. They all connect together. They all have relationship, right? If you apply the graph database, you will find a retail customer. Actually, they're using business customer services, right? And the business to business, business to corporate, right? And corporate to financial institutions. They all connect together. So I think, if the economy get into platform, share economy, social, cloud, you have to be very agile, to let your organization very agile. Then, you should blur the boundary. I think this is very important. And another thing is you need technology organizations separate into two big parts. One is infrastructure. Another one is application development and support the business. So this part have to be agile, adapted to your organization of business organization, all right? Second one is your talent portfolio. I think you need to keep in your mind that conventional, we think the business people should not do the coding. They cannot do that. They cannot read the data. We have to change this mindset, right? Simple coding capability is very important. It's key, and the trend is move so fast, right? Why Bitcoin is so popular? Why I think cryptocurrency is so popular? Because the people knows coding is getting, more and more, right? So I think to leverage your, talent, get more people, understand the technology, understand the data, it's going to help your organization be more agile, right? So the third thing is very important. How can you leverage the algorithm and AI in the organization? So you should have some people, talent people, they knows how to do that, right? So this is, of course, you don't need everybody to be a data scientist, but you can, have a center of excellence team. They support the whole organization by using the data to create the algorithm to help them do business. Another one is very important is, customer experience design, people. I think this is quite different from conventional banking. Banking used to, develop the operating policy, right, and develop the transaction. But in the digital age, I think all of the customer services is moving to the digital. So you need to have those kind of talent to know that how to design the customer journey. All right. I think this is my last page. What I want to show you, there is some motion picture here. This one is live stream banking. So you can see it's red packet. So people can grab the red packet. Unfortunately, my colleague do this recording. He didn't catch the red packet. So this is a real case. We record it, right? Sorry, he didn't get the prize. But anyway, it's so funny. In this, you can see the context. It's a hotspot, it's a restaurant, and you live stream. Actually, you sell coupon, you sell credit card, you sell your debit card, you are spending, and then you sell this, you using this coupon, you make the attention for your financial business. For example, your deposit, your mutual fund, your wealth management, your lending product. Another one is there's also live stream banking. This is for Huawei employee, right? This bank, they hold a live stream banking session, in Huawei's outlet store, right? We want to convert the Huawei customer to be the bank's payroll customer, right? So there's live stream banking. You can see that all the information here. So every live stream banking, it's conducted by one of the branch, right? So you can collect all the information of the customer, when they're coming in, what they talk, and what they do, how many people they grab the prize, and how often they join this. Usually this is 1 or 2 months, run a time. So to run a live stream to do the customer acquisition. So I start from this to explain that why cloud computing is so important. I do not explain, say, hey, this is transaction process, right? So conventional technology people thinking about run the bank is do the transaction, do the regular those kind of structured data, right? It's just transaction, your account, that sort of thing. I think this is important, but more importantly is in the digital age, in the bank, it's not just doing those conventional bookkeeping sort of things. You will see that you are going to be more digital, in the digital way to run your business, like getting into the digital banking, you have super app, right? You have very strong app, right? You have live stream banking, you create your ecosystem and leverage the platform business model and that sort of things. So I think to looking forward the future, I think 5G is coming. 5G will, speed up the connection between the people to corporate, right? People to bank, individual to the bank, customer to the bank. All this connection is going to have more connection and more bandwidth, more low latency, right? So we can see that the world is more intelligent, more data, it's coming. So as a bank, how can be agile, can adapt the new technology and run the business in the digital economy to be a digital operational banking. I think this is very important. So today, due to the restriction of timing, so I just present my idea for your reference. Anyway, I think thank you very much. All this is happening today, not a magic. Okay, thank you very much.